どうも皆様、おはこんばんにちは、ヒーローでございます。下手でも関係ない楽しむだけだをモットーに、ヴァンパイア、続きをやっていきたいと思います。はい。前回、ちょっと、ね、本編というかメインミッションではなくてサブクエストの方をプレイしたかと思います。で、今回はその続きで、ようやく、アロイシス・ドースのところにまでやってきたというところでございます。で、なんかさっきからずっとね、話し声が聞こえんだけど、キャサリンかなんだっけ。テンプル教会。おう。
Too many murders to
チャール
investigate
ズ。
them all, but they will not be forgotten.
あれ、ここか。合ってんの。なんか、見たことある風景かもと思ったけど、全然違ったわ。なるほど。で、邸宅に入るんだけど、見えてる通り、ウエストエンドの住民にアロシウス動作について聞くと書いてあります。
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard.
刑事部
And I
の
don't
チ
find
ャ
your
ール
answers
ズ。
convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
アスカロンクラブの仕事をしていますって言うわけねえじゃん。私なりの目的があってここにいますよ。
I'm here on my own, sir. I have no official appointment other than my desire to save lives.
Then we have the same objective, sir. The difference is, to catch my suspects, I use a magnifying glass and handcuffs instead of a microscope.
Do you know anything in particular
アロイシス・ドー
about
ソ
a
ンという
man
男性につい
called
て
Aloysius Dawson?
知っ
Who
てますか？
doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the
警察の-
police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
どういう調査
What
し
are
てん
you
の？
investigating exactly?
I currently have a few missing persons cases. Mr. Tadao Kimura and Miss Louise
Oh.
Teasdale. I'm afraid they may have been abducted by my mysterious maniac.
それ両方とも俺助けたよ。
Tell me about Mr. Kimura.
Mr. Kimura is a businessman who has been missing for a few days. He didn't go home,
あ、
didn't
そっ
go
か
to work, didn't go back to his
助けたけ
family.
どまだあれか、夜
Mr.
を超え
Kimura
て
was
ない
last
か
seen
ら
at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich.
あれか、そ
I followed a
の
possible lead in the West End, but I found nothing.
あれだね、多分まだ行方不明のま
Tell
ん
me
ま
about
っていうことだよ
Louise
ね。
Teasdale.
She's a waitress. Her father reported her missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No, but I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
なんか疑ってる俺のこと。ヴァンパイアだけどさ。あまり人の中に踏み込むなよ。血を吸ってもいいのならな。プライスの店。
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum.
あ
Good
あ、キャ
evening,
ロル。
Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown up.
ほうほうほう。
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
あまりいい人じゃありません。
He said he
どう
was
いう意
ready
味？
to pay good money for rare books. And then laughed at what we showed him.
Goodbye, Carol.
Dr. Reed,
Good morning.
I am glad.
Good evening, sir.
いや、 あ、やべ、普通に横のやつ取っちゃったな。ごめん、店のものなのに。
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed. I
Caroline,
didn't know you
この
had
人の声
returned
か。
from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's
お
been
久し
a
ぶり
long
です。
time.
昔の
Too
患
long
者さん
indeed.
か。
And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
おう、それはありがたい。
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
ほうほうほうほうほう。なるほどね。
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
何があるんだ？アルミ、バネ、グリス、ネジ、リベット、ガラス瓶、キニーネ。ほうほう。あ、なるほど。こんな感じか。一応、ネジ1本。
Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you.
でも、あそこには入れなさそうだから。まだいるよな、多分ここって。あ、なるほど。今まで出てなかったここにいる人たちか。片頭痛ねえんだよな。頭痛薬、お前。まあ、ええわ。他には、とりあえずちょっと話を聞いていこうか。ね、アロイシウス・ドーソンのことについて。あ、待って、ちょっと待ってな。こっち。あ、お前らがいんのかよ。あ、こっちは外か。今アイテム拾ったはずなんだけどな。まあ、ええか。
Seems violence and madness are now contagious.
あそこに一人。あそこに一人。こんにちは。
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
何
That's
時
all
か
you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker.
アガ
Like
メ
my
ム
brother, I
いや
think
ア
we
ガ
need to
メ
leave this
ム
city
ノンリ
immediately.
ーか。
And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
うん。
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead.
個人的なアロイシウスには何年もあって、あれあ、知り合い。ほうほうほう。うん。兄弟について教え
What
て。
can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me.
彼は僕より年上
But
だ
the
と
important
思い
thing
ま
is
す。
that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached.
ペリクレ
to
ス
the city.
は
Without
こ
my
の町に
assistance,
と
he
ても
would
執
never
着
leave
してい
this
ます。
place. We don't often agree on anything, you see.
どうして
May
ま
I
だ出発
ask
しない
why
の？
you've not gone already if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
なるほど。
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
じゃあね、ベイカー。あった。ああ、ここにある。隠れがアンロック。うん。 で、こうがここか。オッケー。どうしよっかな。ここどこ？あ、ここ。あとはどこかにいるのかな、人は。なんだこれ。なあ、もう入り組んでるからか、どこがどこだか分かんなくなりそうだね、ほんと。で、なんかさっきね、ベイカーさんと話した時に、なんか弟ってかまあ兄弟がいるって話だったから、とりあえずその兄貴にも話を聞か、これか？こいつだな。なんで君ら同じ？ああ、本当に兄弟だね。いや、君と話したい。
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just. Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember.
そうなら思い出すと思
So
う
I
さ。
suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
おお、それだけ？
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
なるほど。この感じだともうこれ以上はなさそうな感じだけどな。あと2人いるんだよな。あれかな、ウェストエンドってことはさ、こっちの人らにも聞かないとダメかな。あ、ちょっと待って、それだったら聞きに行けるか。左じゃない、右か、こっちか。開くでしょ。よし。あ、そっか。ここって、そっか、この通り道って敵いるんだっけ？いましたね。さらば。お前らと戦う理由はなんでじゃ、おぶの。ああ、ダメか。オッケー。はい、戻ってきました。ここで話ができるかな。こ
Good
の
evening,
人で。
Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
あ、やっぱり。
What do you know about Aloysius Dawson?
That man is a tyrant, the embodiment of greed and selfishness. All I despise about this country.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
He used to be a big spender. One day, he sent 3 houseboys to buy all the beluga in my shop. For his brother's birthday, if I remember correctly.
I see. Anything else? Less gastronomic, perhaps?
I really can't say. The man is filthy rich. But you know that, of course.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell.
兄思いっていう感じだね。でもその兄が死んじゃったから。
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Well, I've discovered he's quite versed in occult knowledge. So I wrote him a letter asking him to finance my research about vampires. He never responded.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
あ、ここ開くんだ。他に誰か人はいるかい？こっちは違うね。アロイシウス・ドーソンの情報がもうちょっと聞きたいな。それとももうすでに手に入った情報だけで問題ないのかわかんないなこれ。他には人はあれ、ここにもいなかったっけ？もう人いたわ。こんばんは。
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny, I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a
Venus.
sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
ああ、入れてくれ。
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. At least you survived the Great War. I feared.
ブロウスリー家。はは。じゃあまずちょっと品物を物色させておくれ。昔のよしみで。
I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
気にするな。元はと言えば俺の責任だ。ヴィーナスだけなのかな？
Mary came here with her husband and her son. They were such a beauty.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too.
ヴィーナスという名だけあって美
My
人か。
Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I never met the man. I know Clarence tried to contact him
クラ
recently,
レンス。
but I don't know why.
うん。
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan.
何
Please accept my condolences
そこ
for
で
your sister.
ありがとう。
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden, and I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the
まあね。
epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize.
謝
my
る
dear.
必要はない。
It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences.
落ち着
He
け。
is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence.
あ、
back
ク
from
ラ
the
レンス
war.
あれか。頭痛い
You
っつってるや
have
つ
no
か。
idea how hard it's been for me.
ありがとう。
Goodbye for now.
At least you survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
これでああ、なるほどね。うん、そうだね。あと一人いるんだけど、これ誰これ誰どこにいんだろう。もしかしてあれかななんだっけな。サブクエストの中に、これ。サブクエストの中に、シャーロット・アスペリーの、なんだよ。ヴァンパイアの知識に長けた強く若い女性である。彼女は近頃同じく不滅の存在についてロマンチックな熱狂を抱く親友のエミリーに彼女の興味の主題を打ち上げたらしい。シャーロットはこの若い女性が最近姿を消したことで、この趣味が彼女をトラブルに巻き込んでいるのではないかと心配している。シャーロットは彼女の行方について私に調査して欲しがっているっていう話なんだけども、もしかしてこれってエミリーかな？可能性はあるか？いや、ちょっと待って。ここなんだよな。もしかして上登ってかな、これ。なんかそんな感じすんな。ちょっとじゃああれかな。ヴィーナスにもう一回あれかな。家あげてもらわんとかな。ぽいよな。多分そういうっぽいよな。そうだもんな。ここだもんな。ヴィーナスちょっと家あげてくれ。
Hello, Jonathan. Please come in.
ありがとう。ごめんね。
You survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
まだアイテム回収できるところがあったか。すまんな。で、上に上がって、
Always welcome.
It's locked.
あ、そっか、海外の人らってこういう感じで、あれか、お風呂も一緒になってる場合があんのか。そういや、そうだよね。OK! そういうことだよね。 ちょっとね、女性の声が聞こえんだよ。漏れ聞
No
こえんだよ。
invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friends knew the killer and let him in.
ちょっとまずいか。あれ、部屋を調べる。あった。ジャックへ。次はいつ会えるの？今夜？明日？早く会いたい。夜空に光り輝く月の下。あの橋の上でキスしてからまた早く唇に当たるあなたの歯の感触を感じたくてたまらない。あなたの甘い歯で首を噛まれてすっごく痛かったのよ。ひどい人ね。1秒がものすごく長く感じたわ。怖かったの。あんな真夜中にあなたにあそこであの橋の上で殺されるんじゃないかって。でももちろんそんなことはなかったわ。愛しのジャック、あなたは相変わらず私の繊細なフィアンセのままで、ただ私をからかっていただけ。また会えるのが本当に楽しみよ。次こそあなたの血を飲み干して、不死者の姿で親友のシャーロットのところに帰るの。それでシャーロットと一緒に遊ぶの。もちろん初めてだけど、あなたが教えてくれたやり方で人間と遊ぶのよ。それからシャーロットも仲間にしてあげて、ロンドンの夜を支配して、この街から汚れた魂を一掃するのよ。いつでもあなたの、エミリー。
Emily wanted to become a vampire.
まずい。
Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess.
これはまずい。そして、俺が予想していた感じではなかった。多分、エミリーじゃないか。エミリーじゃなさそうだな、この感じ。部屋を調べる。まだ調べるのか。あ、うっそ。なんてこった。ヴィーナスの日記。なんだろう、ヴィーナスの日記って。ヴァンパイアは聖者のうちに味方を持っているだろうか。答えはイエスだ。教会と自称する輩で、おそらく何らかの特典と知識と引き換えに、不滅の主人に様々なやり方で仕えている。彼らの権力の座はロンドンにあり、秘密会議によって我々に対して謀略を企てている。私はそれを失われた図書館と呼んでいる。そこはこれらの裏切り者どもが数々のオカルトや失われた本を集めている場所だ。この図書館の実在と正確な居場所、所在地を最初に立証できた人物には私は個人的に1000ポンドを支払おう。大丈夫か？本当に。失われた図書館。あれ？さっきのって。ちょっと待って。ヴィーナスのこっちだな。ああ、これはあれか。よいしょ。まだ部屋を調べるってなってる。だよね。まあ、笑い声聞こえるかどう考えてもなんだよな。あ、これか。違う。あれでも、部屋を調べるって書いてあるけどさ。あ、あったあった、これか。
Blood. I should follow the trail.
これか。はあ。 スカルの声がいっぱいするね。よいしょ、ちょっとこいつら邪魔だからね。ああ、すごい、一瞬で倒せた。この人は誰？
Who are you? What are you doing here?
ジャ
I could
ッ
ask you
ク。
the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the
こい
mystery
つか、
concerning
エ
the
ミリー
death
の
of
彼
a
氏。
young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And
あなたは
who
何者だ？
exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond de Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your
長い
service,
名
my
前だ
dear
な。
cousin.
あ、フランス人
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
いとこ殿、私と何
Dear
の関係だ？
cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear.
ああ、そういうことね
I。tend to consider all Econs as
まあ、ど
family, don't you?
この血の消えるかわかんねえからってことか。
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London.
最近
I've
ロンドン
always
を
dreamed
訪れる
of
ことを
visiting
決
a
め
city
た。
on
は
the
は
verge of
は。
collapse. Such a delicate yet intense spectacle.
なるほど。他人の悲劇が楽しい。
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
ここでのご予定
Pleasure.
は？
Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have
写真を
fun.
撮って、どっかのあれだな、写真家だな、サイコブレイコに出てきたな。まあ確かにちょっと似てんだよな、顔つき。
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last wedding good.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
あ、鍵がかかってない。どう？
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so. You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
この子か。なるほどね。血を手に入れたけど、結局適合しなくて死んじゃったってことか。なんとも言えんな。結果違ったわ。結果ここの人と違ったわ。あ、家族にそういやまだ話聞いてねえな。どうしようか。家族に話聞くか。カリーナビロー。カリーナビローって俺話した？話してなさそうだな。 ああ、そう、この人あれか。ネズミを食べたくてしゃあないとか。
I need to find information about Aloysius Dawson. What can you tell me about him?
Don't trust him. He's looking for the same thing I was. Rats? No, not rats. Something else. I don't remember.
ありがとう。
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
他、あと一人どこにいんだろうな。これは違うそうだな。ここは開かない。人がいないな。
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is
危険
real.
性は事実だ。
Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
シャーロットの杭。なんじゃそりゃ。
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
おい、ちょっと
She's
待っ
been
て。
quite busy these last few nights.
そんな英武器ここで手に入んのかよ。ミッション成功。15000もあんだよな。ちょっとレベル上げるっていうか、そもそもあれなんだけどな。
Yes, Mr. Jonathan?
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Not
と
much.
りあえず、今回ドーソンの
Mr.
ことを
Dawson's house used to be a good house with many servants. I heard he fired them all recently.
全員解雇。
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
お母さんに聞いたら、なんか手に入るかな、情報。母上。
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already. Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
申し訳ない。ここには書いてない。
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
こうなると、おそらく、小さな鍵？ここで止まるはい、ちょっとフリーズ中ではありますが、今回ここまでにして、次回この続きからちょっとやっていきたいと思います。で、ちょっとね、15000も XP が溜まっているので、ちょっとレベルアップもして、そこから、アロイシウス・ドーソンのね、邸宅に入ろうかなと思います。はい。ちょっと 中途半端なところで終わってしまいますが、ご了承くださいませ。ご視聴いただきまして誠にありがとうございました。また次回の動画でお会いいたしましょう。またね。